So expanding your needs for more product ideas and mastering your customer's avatar, because it might be the case, like I'm always saying that there's not only one way of how to get product ideas. No, it should really be about having your mind open to all sorts of different ideas. So that's absolutely critical. And sometimes, I mean, we get ideas from the suppliers, we get ideas from the markets, we get ideas from, of course, from Amazon, but also we get plenty of ideas like outside of Amazon as well. So one way is actually considering further about the customer avatar. So let's talk about a bit about the customer avatar, because we haven't really touched on it that much. Then breaking down to related interests and product development plan and so on. In the long run, we are really about building a brand, but I mean, the brand needs to serve someone. So who is the brand for? We are not building the brand just for us, because I mean, it wouldn't make sense. Now we are here to serve someone else. If you haven't read the book Brand Story by Donald Miller, so I strongly suggest to give it a read, so because it's pretty good. It's a really good book regarding this topic. That I mean, the brand, the company, it's just a vehicle for the customer to get some kind of result. So that's really good way of good approach for it. So we don't get stuck on this, that no, we are just selling screwdrivers and that's it. No, that we are just selling these tools. And no, I mean, we are actually a vehicle for the end user to achieve something. Because if we're able to do that, then we can tap on emotions. And I mean, people are emotional buyers. I mean, no matter what people claim, but I mean, emotions play a huge part in buying decisions. So, okay, who is the customer? So one way how to answer this is that, okay, you just feel this sentence of, okay, I help this target market to solution what is being offered so they can get to the desired result. And even let's say that we are just selling these handyman tools like drills and whatever. Even then, let's take a look at this example of who is advertising, what company is advertising drills right now in TV in Finland. What I saw tons of ads. German company called Lidl is using Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator, to sell drills. So why do they do that? I mean, it's just drill, right? I mean, it's just you need a hole or you need to do some drilling. So okay, you just need this device and that's. But no, I mean, why do they actually build a hole? Why do they pay a lot to this Terminator to be their spokesperson for this category of tools that they are basically. I don't know about a little, like how long they have been selling this, but for right now it seems that this is kind of new campaign. It's kind of like launch for this target market. So it's because, okay, that brings this connection with this brand to a whole new level, instead of if they would be just, I mean, showcasing different features or benefits what you can do. But I mean, if you look at the TV ads that they are doing, and they're all about this kind of, basically about this kind of lifestyle that, oh, okay, when you buy this product, then boom, I mean, suddenly you feel like the Terminator and you're like, oh my God, this has such a huge impact on my life. Yeah, right. But that's the thing that they are selling, right? So let's take an example. And the thing is that even if our products are really super boring, we can still do this, and we can still take our marketing to the next level to build stronger connections with our target audience. Okay, so let's take some boring examples. So, okay, our product is just adhesive decorations, wallpapers, or whatnot. Okay, so I help, for example, newlywed couple instantly decorate their home so they can have a beautiful space in a budget. Yeah, I mean, who is the one who's using wallpapers? Okay, I mean, it probably tells you that, okay, they necessarily don't have a big budget to use for their home necessarily. I mean, of course, it depends, but still, if we kind of like generalize quite a bit. And then, okay, who are working on a budget? Typically, it's going to be younger people or newlywed couples. Okay, they need something to quickly decorate their home, and they are not going to hire like interior decorator. No, instead, they're gonna go for something that they can pretty much do it on yourself. Because if you're working on a budget, then I mean, it makes more sense that you do everything yourself. So what do we need to do? Okay, obviously some product research, product enhancement, marketing, advertising, and content creation, and so on. So how can we do this customer avatar? By the way, I know maybe for some people it might sound a bit silly, like, oh, why do I need to create this customer avatar? And I know this because I've seen so many people resist this whole things, like especially oddly enough especially in Amazon sellers. I guess it's because people are just used to the approach that no, I mean, I just take something live on Amazon, I mean, develop the product, and then Amazon is going to tell me whether it works or not. I mean, absolutely, that's the way to launch a product. But I mean, doesn't mean that we should stop there. It doesn't mean that, okay, once we get one product live, then okay, we should stop developing this brand and product. Absolutely not. No, that's something that we should be considering. And even if something is going well today, then we should assume that now this product is not going to work tomorrow, so it's going to go down unless we do something. And that's really important part of kind of like this business mindset, that you're all the time like protecting your core business, which means that in this context of Amazon, it would mean that we are all the time like making taking good care of the Amazon product listings, and we all the time, I mean, making sure that we beat the competition in every level that we can. And that also means that we do improvements on the product itself, we do improvements on the images, because we shouldn't end up in this situation where, okay, the images, the whole listing has been the same pretty much for several years. That's not a good thing to do. And for us, I mean, it has happened that, okay, we had a good listing and good product and blah blah blah, and we really built it top notch, but then I mean, nobody touched the listing for 2 years or maybe even 3 years. And you know what happened? Well, I mean, the market changed a bit. Well, not changed, but it evolved. And then, which meant that we were not, because when we did all that improvements, we were significantly, like exponentially better than all the competitors. But I mean, everything evolved quite a bit. And since nobody from our team put the attention in improving that product, improving the product listing, improving the package, improving different ways how you can just, I mean, find ways how to improve the X factor. Then, so that what happens that the competition was able to come to the same level, and then, I mean, then it obviously means that the sales are gonna go lower and lower until the point that, I mean, you do those improvements. And speaking of this, like customer avatar, like even like Amazon is doing it, like they do it even a bit of a like funny level, because whenever they are having, like, whenever Jeff Bezos, I mean, especially in the beginning, when they were having like meetings, like they would always have like empty chair in the meeting room, and the empty chair was representing the customer. So Jeff Bezos wanted to make sure that the whole company, every team meeting is always also considering that, okay, what's the point of the customer? I mean, what's, like, if you think about this thing that we are talking about, like if you think about from the customer's point of view, I mean, does it actually make any difference? Yeah, so who's the customer? What do they want? What's the usual issue? I'm I don't know, first-time mom, preschool teacher, full-time swimmer, an engineering student. And okay, if we just define basically these different kind of segments for our of our audience, then okay, if we are selling a product, okay, first-time mom, so what would she want? I mean, obviously provide the best care for the baby, right? And teacher may provide engaging education. Swimmer, improve their swimming performance. Engineering student want to master these complex engineering concepts. So, but okay, that's kind of their goal, right? This is the end result that they want to have. But what is standing on their way? They can do that because first-time mom lacks the experience and knowledge. And I mean, as probably every parent thinks when they get their firstborn, is that, I mean, we have no idea what we are doing at all. So yeah, because we have never done this before. Okay, maybe we read some books about parenting and about, okay, what to consider when you get a baby and whatever. But okay, still we lack the concrete experience and knowledge. Teacher, okay, struggle to find engaging teaching materials and activities, because if teacher wants to really build this engaging classes where like students are raving about these different topics and whatever, I mean, it's not going to work in such a way that the teacher is just going to have a monologue for 1 hour and just like one way, like often, at least in my childhood, it was like that. It's also meant that the classes were not engaging at all. No, I mean, the teacher was just having a monologue and we kids just listen. So, but if you want to create an engaging class, then the materials, the activities have to be engaging, right? And okay, someone wants to be full-time swimmer, so it's how to balance athletics with other commitments and how to make most out of their body. Engineering student struggles in finding the right resources for the studies. So, okay, let's build the customer persona. Okay, so first-time mom is Nana, 35, lives in suburban area with family-friendly neighborhood, married, 1-year daughter, expecting second child, or also friendly golden retriever. Yeah, that's like the stereotype, right? Hobbies are like gardening, outdoor activities, painting. So what kind of interest could there be? Gifts, events, supplies, decoration, home. And remember, like here, why are we doing this? We are doing this just to come up with something new, come up with something that we are, I mean, this is a scenario where we already have a brand, where we already have something that we have been selling, but now we want to, go deeper in this brand. We want to find other ways how we can serve this audience, right? That's the reason that we are doing this. It's not about just launching products on Amazon. It's also about how we can serve this audience, right? So gifts, events. So what type of gifts would Nana prefer giving or receiving for special occasions or as tokens of appreciation? So is she more inclined toward like personal and sentimental gifts? Or does she appreciate these practical and functional items? So are there specific occasions or events through the year when she frequently purchases gifts? So birthdays, anniversaries, holidays? And what kind of events does he enjoy attending or hosting, and how often does he do so? So does he have a preference for specific types of events, such as family gatherings, outdoor parties, or cultural festivals? So it's not looking for an event planning or hosting resources, such as party supplies, decorations, or catering equipment. And how would then Nana describe her home decoration style? Modern, rustic, minimalistic, vintage. So is he interested in home improvement or in renovation projects? And if so, what areas of the home are of particular importance? So does she have any specific decor or furniture items on her wish list? So then there's really this template that you can use to build this customer avatar. So who is it? What do they want? What's the usual issues? And just basically, it all starts from filling this sentence that I help the target market to get the solution so that they can get the desired end result. So now that we have planned them, we have got a better understanding of these customer segmentations. And of course, it doesn't mean that we need to do like multiple. I mean, the point is that we don't want to go overboard. We don't want to just go too much into this or get. We don't want. I mean, basically, we don't want to spend a year in getting a perfect customer segmentation. No. We just want to have something something to work with, like pretty much in a day. I would say that, I mean, just spend maximum like 1 day to figure out these different segmentations for you. Don't do that. Don't do longer than that, because point is that you can improve it later. And if we spend too much time on this, then that's not really effective use of time. Okay, so now that we have this define this person, then it's time to just do different kind of brainstorming sessions to look into, I mean, generate different kind of product ideas. And I mean, the rules of brainstorming that we already, and actually I took it from one company that is it's known to be the most one of the most innovative companies in the world, and they basically do this like projects for different companies. For example, they've been doing it for Apple already since early 90s. So they work for a lot of like different companies, and yeah, it's called like IDO, and their mantra for this innovation and brainstorming is like, first of all, one discussion at a time. Secondly, stay focused on the topic. Thirdly, encourage wild ideas. Fourthly, defer judgment. This means no criticism at this stage yet. And then number 5 is to build on the ideas of others. And I remember seeing this documentary about this company, and whenever I saw how they were working, it kind of like really made sense and resonated with me. So that's why I also like took the same approach my company and for my teams, that okay, this is when we're holding brainstorming sessions, which we are holding like every week on different topics, then we have these 5 rules how we actually do those. And typically, like especially for us, that when we are just doing it pretty much like every single week, we just have it like maximum 45 minutes. And one thing is that I also want to teach my team, all my employees, to become more creative. So that's why we are holding. I mean, I make them hold a lot of brainstorming sessions, like all the time, every week, at least. Yes. Okay, so we have the customer segmentations and we have some product ideas. But here, like when we are at this brainstorming phase, we shouldn't be relying solely on Amazon, meaning it doesn't, I mean, it doesn't make sense that we would limit ourselves. Let's only look at Amazon. Like it has to be good on Amazon already, or we are not going to be doing it. No. That's the next. I mean, that's not at this stage even. At this stage, we are just gathering ideas, coming up with different product ideas, thinking of that. Hey, I mean, could we do this or could we do that? So that's not even this part yet. So here, when we do the brainstorming session, then we're going to be having like lots of different ideas. Okay, what are the different products that we could do for this newborn mom, first time mom? So then we will end up with tens of different product ideas. Then we can take into like further analysis. So, and one thing to also emphasize is that when we, this is not in contrast at all with the 4-week launch, because whenever we decide that, this is a product that we are going to test out in the market, so we always follow that. I mean, let's get the first sale for the product in 4 weeks and just see what happens. But anyway, like when we have our ideas for the products, then it's time to develop this product concept. So, okay, outline different like core features, functionalities, and unique selling point, ensure that they directly address the identified unmet needs and trends. Because this will be very useful for us in terms of branding and in terms of images, in terms of like giving the narrative easily. Because let's remember, like we're selling online, so people need to understand in 5 seconds, 3 seconds, what is the product about and why should I buy it? We need to get the point across in matter of like 3 seconds. And sometimes this is really hard. This is sometimes super hard to do, because the main image is the thing that matters, and even more important is that how does the thumbnail look, I mean, for the product listing. Like, because let's say that there's in the search term results, our products is there among all the competitors. So how can we look better? How can we get the message across that, I mean, our product is the one that customers should really choose, or potential customers. So yeah, screening, evaluation, evaluate these ideas against these predefined criteria, and consider factors such as alignment with the business, with the brand, with the feasibility, potential impact, and market demand. So market demand is when we are checking on, okay, so what's happening on Amazon regarding this product idea? Well, I mean, I can't even figure out what is the main keyword. I mean, there's so low demand, and if that's the case, it's not a deal breaker. It just means that maybe that's not the first idea we're going to launch. But I mean, I can tell you, and it's also happened to our students, that sometimes there's surprises. Actually, often there are surprises in the market. So actually, one of our students, like another coach had told him that no, you shouldn't, because it was an existing product that they already had. So they were asking, hey, what if we actually launch this product on Amazon? That other coach was told that no, it doesn't make any sense. At maximum, you can just do like 5,000 per month, ever, period. That's it. Boom. You shouldn't do that. Okay. Well, they didn't listen, and instead actually decided that, hey, I mean, let's just try it out. Let's see what happens, and let's do it with like a low risk, right? A low amount of units. and boom, it took a while, but I mean, it was like it became a real hit, and like it completely surpassed like their expectations, and like really hit it off. And so the point is that you don't necessarily look only what's going on Amazon and how the data, like what is existing, what is already selling there. Because I mean, sometimes actually often it happens that Amazon gives visibility, gives reach, gives traction. So that's why this is really the best approach in like launching new products. And I mean, because if you are taking just 20 units to the marketplace, we can launch like 10 times more products than the other guy who's just doing this like minimum 500 units, right? So, but anyway, at this stage, you basically just eliminate either ideas that do not really meet the basic criteria, and then just select the most promising ideas. Choose the most promising ideas that are well aligned with all these objectives and have a high likelihood of success. So at this stage, we also check that what's happening on Amazon, but even if it doesn't look good, it's still not a deal breaker, because who knows, maybe it can surprise us. So it might be worth a try, right? Then, I mean, competitor analysis. So make a list of the direct, indirect competitors, put the product listings and what are they doing. And here it might be that, yeah, we get these fantastic ideas. So let's in the brainstorming session, then here when we start analyzing the competitors, we can see I mean, it's full of competitors, and these are pretty like savvy marketers, which means that okay, they have amazing images, they have amazing packagings, they have amazing like selling points, or maybe like X factor, and let's say that the first page is just full of those. Then okay, well, the competition is pretty harsh. So yeah, I mean, this is gonna go to the bottom of the list. So direct competitors means they usually offer the same product, similar product in the same market. Or indirect competitors could be they have different products but still compete for the customer's attention and budget. So we just collect this data and information about each competitor, which can include the products that they offer, pricing, unique selling points. So I mean, you have a spreadsheet where you add these links to their product listing on Amazon and see what's going on with their reviews. So you can check out that, okay, who are the people who are giving these reviews? What are they saying? So what's the demographics of the users, and what kind of marketing and branding there is, the advertising that they are doing, the messaging, the online presence, what kind of stories or narrative they are doing with the images, and really what's the like strengths and weaknesses. Like, is there something that we can clearly like make our advantage? So key advantages and areas where they may be lacking, which could really be our opportunity. Yes, so absolutely, like customer reviews, comments on social media, feedback on review platforms, reviews, Google reviews. Pay attention to what customers praise and complain about. And then here comes when we finally get it to the market. So testing the concept. So what I mean is that I know that for so many people, like product validation means that you just check information and does it seem good? I mean, does everything seem good based on the information that you see on Amazon? But I wouldn't call that as proper product validation. Product validation, if done properly, that means that you get, you test it out on the market, meaning you have actually sold the product to real live human beings who paid full price, so not the discount price of like $1 or 99%, but because if they're paying that, then of course their expectations are super low. Like, okay, I just paid like $1 for this product. It's basically free, so I don't really care, right? So that's why we want to get it in the market, and that here is where it comes the 4-week loans and the low risk, low budget approach, because then we get this real data, really human, like interactions with real live human beings, right?